Hello there, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You've made a really courageous decision to even start thinking about building a new life and a great career overseas. So today, my goal is to help turn that big ambition of yours into a clear, actionable plan for your future.
I want you to always remember this. The journey ahead, yeah, it can feel a little complicated sometimes, but it's built on a simple truth. You have valuable skills that are seriously in high demand, and there is a community in Canada that is ready and waiting to welcome you. This isn't just some far-off dream. It is a very real opportunity, and we're going to map it all out today.
So, here's our game plan for this explainer. We'll start with the big picture, your future in Canada. Then, we'll zoom right into the city of Thunder Bay. We're going to break down the specific immigration program, walk through an eligibility checklist, detail the 4 key steps to apply, and we'll end with the single most important action you can take today.
All right, I want you to think of our time together not as some kind of lecture, but more like our first coaching session. My whole goal here is to give you the clarity and, honestly, the confidence you need to take that very next step.
I really wanted to start with this because it's just so true. What you're considering is huge. It takes real strength, real vision. So our job together is to channel all of that courage into a strategy that actually works, making sure all your effort leads to success.
Now, let's talk about where this opportunity is. We're not just looking at a map. We're looking at a specific city with a very clear need for professionals just like you. So let's talk about your potential new home, Thunder Bay, Ontario.
You see, Thunder Bay has this powerful combination going for it. It's not just a beautiful city with stunning scenery on the shores of Lake Superior, it's a community with a really strong, growing economy. And most importantly for you, that means there's a clear, active demand for skilled talent, especially in healthcare and the skilled trades, but in many other fields too. So the big question is, how do you connect all that expertise you've worked so hard to build with their need? Well, the answer is a specific program designed for this exact purpose. It's called the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. We'll just call it the RCIP for short. Now, the most important phrase here is employer-driven. What does that actually mean? It means you are not just sending an application out into the void. This is a program where the local businesses, the very companies that need your skills, are directly involved in recruiting you. It's all about creating that perfect match between your expertise and a real job that's waiting to be filled.
So why focus on Thunder Bay's version of this program? Well, 3 things really make it stand out. First, its location makes it a major economic hub. Second, it uses a super transparent points system that actually rewards your experience and skills, helping the best fit candidates, rise to the top. And third, the job market is incredibly diverse, which means more opportunities for more people. Okay, let's get down to it. Let's talk about who can apply. I don't want you to see these requirements as barriers or hurdles. Instead, think of them as a simple checklist. It's your guide to making sure you're ready to put your best foot forward with a really strong application.
So first things first, you need a genuine full-time, permanent job offer from an approved employer in Thunder Bay. Second, you've got to have at least 1 year of continuous, relevant work experience. Third, you'll need to meet the language and education standards set by the federal government. And finally, you have to show that you have enough funds to support yourself and your family as you get settled in. See, each of these is just a box you can systematically work on checking off.
So, once you've checked those boxes, what does the journey actually look like? The whole process can be broken down into a really clear 4-step roadmap that takes you all the way from where you are right now to becoming a permanent resident.
Here's the path forward. Step 1 is the search, finding a job with an employer who's part of the program. Step 2 is locking in that official offer. For Step 3, your employer helps you get something called a community recommendation. And then, with that powerful endorsement in hand, Step 4 is submitting your final application for permanent residence. It's a clear, logical path.
Let's just pause on that 3rd step for a second, because it is the absolute heart of this program. The community recommendation is basically the city of Thunder Bay officially saying, yes, we want you here. We think you're going to be a fantastic addition to our community. This is what makes this pathway so special. It's an incredibly powerful stamp of approval that shows you have local support before you even arrive. All right, we've covered the what, the why, and the how. But now comes the most critical part of all, taking action. Let's zero in on what you can do the moment this explainer is over.
This is it. This is your starting line. The entire process, everything we've talked about, hinges on that job offer. So your first, most immediate task is to start researching and searching for jobs from employers in Thunder Bay who are part of this pilot program. This single action is what kicks your entire journey into motion.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to carry with you. Take a moment, and I mean really think about it. What will your new life in Canada look like? Picture the career you're going to build, the community you'll be a part of. Let that vision be the fuel that drives you to take that first step. Your journey starts now.
Thanks for watching. Now that you've seen what's possible, the real question is, are you ready to turn this opportunity into your new reality? Immigration Bridging Academy is your gateway to employment-based immigration in over 50 countries, including Canada, the USA, UK, New Zealand, and more. When you join our exclusive membership, you unlock 500+ verified opportunity links, step-by-step application guides, document blueprints tailored to your target country, official shortage occupation lists, government job banks with 2 million+ listings, and 120,000+ verified visa sponsors. These are the same resources agents charge $5,000 to $15,000 for. But with us, you get everything without risking your life savings or falling for fake promises. Every year, thousands die in the Sahara Desert, drown in the Mediterranean, or get deported from the jungles of Central America. Others lose their passports, savings, and dignity to fake agents. Now, imagine the life you'll build through a legitimate opportunity. Permanent residency, recognition of your training, family unity and emotional stability, booming job market and double income, free education, healthcare and child support, visa-free travel, and a stable retirement. Your dream is calling, and Immigration Bridging Academy is the bridge that gets you there. Click the link in the description or pinned comment. Join today and let your journey begin. You were never meant to struggle in silence. You were meant to rise. Let's build your legacy together.